Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode we are featuring some more Gears of War 3 beta. While it's up and running, we're going to cover it while we can because we love it. Alright, this time we've got some team deathmatch on trenches. And I'm running the Retro Lancer and the Gnasher. I promise you I'm getting off the Retro Lancer sometime. That gun's pretty wicked, but I have found, especially on trenches here, I've moved on to just the standard issue Lancer. I guess, what are we calling it now? Just the Lancer? Standard Lancer? Either way. That dude timed that ink almost perfectly to take me out. The inks are almost, they seem ineffective. You have to almost get a direct hit with them because they come with a stun effect on them now. But if you can land that on them or close to them enough to get that stun effect, you can see it almost dropped me right there. So it's really, you have to place them. You have to get them in the right spot. But what I was saying is, for this map in particular, I've moved on to the regular Lancer because I like to come up here in the nest and watch this heal. It's kind of our battle plan we've devised on this map. It's kind of a divide and conquer. We're typically two guys, somebody that's going to be manning the power weapon up here, and somebody to just help watch the hillside. And then the other three, as you can see across the map there at the mortar, you kind of control these, the weapons and the whole middle of the map. But the standard Lancer, from this vantage point, gives me better effect when I'm trying to assist my guys across the map there. The Retro is a beast, but it kicks like a frickin' mule. And if you'll watch, I'm trying to burst fire it here, and that's not really burst fire there, but anyway. Even when you burst fire that weapon, at that type of range that we're looking at here, that I'm engaging these guys, it's difficult. It is very difficult with that Retro. You'll land a couple of shots, but it's hard to do anything substantial. The regular Lancer for this situation, much better. Much better. That thing's like a laser beam and got ammo that goes on for days, it feels like, when you load a magazine. So, as you can tell, I captured this particular game, I think it was like the first day that Trenches was up and available. And so some of you guys that just joined the beta may be thinking, oh, how the hell did you get the mulcher? Because they changed it, right? And they've got the one shot on every round now. Prior to that change, and when they first turned the map on, as we see here, they had the mulcher for the first round, one shot for the second. So you only got one crack at the one shot. Not sure why they changed it, if people wanted to get more time on the one shot, or if the mulcher pretty much owns, man. In this vantage point on this map, that mulcher is hard to contend with. So that may have had more to do with the change than anything. One thing to keep in note, and you'll see it, I'll try to remember to point it out when it happens, but this one shot in this particular spot, if you drop it, if you let go of it, like if you get rushed and you drop it to pull out your shotgun or your rifle, it's gone. It disappears. It kind of falls through the map there, some weirdness. At first I thought maybe that it was meant to do that as kind of a balancing thing for that weapon, because it is beast. But it's been brought up in the forums and stuff, and they've pointed out that it's a bug that's not supposed to happen, and something they're working on. They may have even already fixed it. I'm not sure. I know when they tweaked this map, when they done the, they changed it so the one shots on every round now. And I did notice last night that I dropped that gun in a bull charge from the enemy up the hill, and it didn't disappear. It sat on the floor. I didn't get a chance to pick it back up, but I did see it sitting there. So I can't confirm nor deny that, but it was some really weird situation and circumstances going on. They had thrown in an ink and a smoke, and there was some stuns and concussions and some real weirdness back there in that hole when I let go of that gun, but it stayed on the floor. It didn't fall through like it always had before. And those guys were hell-bent and determined to pick up something right there on that corner, and it cost them. It cost them and fed me a couple of one-shot kills. So, I mean, I'm not complaining, but if you see a guy get obliterated trying to pick something up, you might not want to come right in behind him and try to pick up the same item in the same spot. You know, that's just a tip. And here's the almighty dust storm rolling in. The dust storm can be tricky. It gives you good cover if you're trying to move out of a spot, but if you're trying to hold a spot, as you can see, people will try to take advantage of it. What I try to do, and if you noticed how I handled that, so I knew we had a guy down on the other side of this box below us. When the dust storm rolled in, I fired my rifle so he would be pretty sure that I was on the left. And then under the cover of that dust, I moved over to the right. And he charged up the right toward the middle, which is where Magnus was sitting, the guy up here with me. So I don't think he really suspected me being over there, and I was able to get the drop on him. So you can use it to your advantage even when you're trying to hold a spot, although I think it's designed to help give guys cover when they need to move out of a spot, because this map in particular can be a real beast for some spawn trapping going on in team deathmatch where you're respawning. I love that. Now right here coming up is I believe this is, yeah, see, watch, I'll drop the one shot and bam, see how it's just going away. It's gone, forever gone. Wait for the respawn. Be a little tough. Now that guy's, there's a shield. If you notice, that guy was carrying a shield. We kind of divide and conquer on him, but there's a shield on each side of the spawn, or each spawn has a shield, what I'm trying to say, on this map. But keep in mind that one shot shields don't matter. I've been able to down guys, you know, through that shield. You know, you don't really down them, you one shot them. So, you know, the shield's great, but don't think it's completely invincible, because it's not that gun, especially now that gun is spawning on every round in this map. So, you know, by all means use it if you can, but just keep that in mind. You'll wander out there thinking you're He-Man, and you'll get popped like a big water balloon. And that gun takes forever to respawn, and it finally did. As you can see, we've gotten them down to, they're on their last 3 lives right now. So me and the one shot's going for a walk. And that angle right there, it's not that good right now. Magnus is kind of holding a meat bag there. But you can pull that gun down here, and especially when they get pushed back in their spawn, or they're setting back in their spawn, you can get some surprise shots on them through that door there where the grenade spawns. Because they'll be taking cover on those boxes and stuff around the other side of the door, and bam! And watch the guy up top, because there's always a guy up there usually when they get pushed back. But obliteration, son. Obliteration. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed it. We've got some more Gears 3 beta lined up, queued up, and ready to go. Y'all have a good one. Thanks, guys.
'Cause in the end, you've already been told. We're all just gamers growing old.